If you expect to hear bad things about China or the Chinese government, you can turn this video off. Goodbye. I love China because I'm Chinese. No matter the Chinese government is good or bad, it is not for me to make comments. I just share my personal experience. It's super personal. Hello, this is Piao. I have filmed a video for this week, but the footage is not usable. So let's have a quick chat. Why did I leave China and came to Indonesia? It's been years. Relatives and friends in China asked, friends in Indonesia asked, netizens also asked why. In my case, the answer is very simple. It's a personal issue. It has nothing to do with China or the government. Even if I wasn't Chinese, I was Korean, Singaporean, or American, because I was in love with a man whose nationality is Indonesian. So I ended up in Indonesia. That's the whole reason. I'd say 90%. Anyway, we can talk about the other 10%. The earlier days of my relationship, I didn't want to come to Indonesia. I thought that my husband will go to China because China is more powerful and there were more possibilities there. But my husband said he wasn't going. He wanted to stay in Indonesia, and that's when I got to know Indonesia. And I found a lot of things that fit my needs. In short, I know exactly what I want to do with my life. And the situations here are right for me. First of all, I'm a person who likes to think about long-term things. When my husband and I were dating, I had already thought about education issue of my children. It is well known that Chinese education is uniform and does not encourage creativity and uniqueness. And I'm not an obedient person. Most of my teachers had impressions about me was that a naughty student with okay grades. I was elected as class president in my high school and my college time, but I sometimes led the classmates against teachers and schools. So personally, I don't really like the systems in China, but I cannot deny that the education system in China is very fair. The most affordable and fairest in the world, I guess. When I was young, schooling was affordable for everyone. It was free until junior high school. Only the cost of textbook and living expenses. College was also very affordable. Good college even charge less tuition fee compared with some average colleges. So as long as you're good at study, you can go to a good college and get a good job. So I've got vested interest in this education system, but as I mentioned before, I don't really like this kind of uniform model. I feel this kind of model aims to train people become very good employee. So international school is my choice, but good international schools in China are very expensive. If I have 2 or 3 children, then the education expense is gonna be very heavy for my family. But in Indonesia, in the greater Jakarta area, I learned that most international schools are within my reach compared with the international schools in China, which are also teaching IB A-level curriculum. Yeah, it's much more affordable in Indonesia. Yeah, that's for my kids' future. About myself, I feel Indonesian women live in a relatively friendly environment. If you have watched my previous video, what is like marrying Indonesian men, you know what I'm going to talk. In short, you have to be a good wife, a good mom as well. At the same time, you have to earn money and work like a man. It's very stressful as a woman in China. My husband thinks it's his duty to support his wife. It's very acceptable that I don't earn a penny. So I feel in Indonesia, I have choices. I can be a happy mom, I can be a working mom, I can be a happy wife as well. So I can find balance in Indonesia. Another thing is I don't like the vibes in Chinese social media. Let's divide it into two parts. First, it's my friends' social media. I feel the peer pressure is very heavy. My friends are working hard to create their career. Of course, it's just my friend circle, and I believe if you live in a smaller city, you might have a very relaxed life as well. But because I used to work in Shanghai and Shenzhen, so most of my friends, my classmates work in the first tier city. So the atmospheres in the first tier city in China is just like that. Everyone is trying to make more money, everyone is trying to squeeze themselves, everyone is trying to become a better version of themselves. Very anxious. The state of mind is always uptight. Before I came to Indonesia, I was in such state as well. Like, how come I waste my time? I should improve myself, become a better me. Go study, go exercise, go get more certificates. How can I sit here and doing nothing but having a cup of coffee? At least you should reply email when you drink coffee. This kind of mindset. Too fast. Everything is too fast in China. I would like to say that kind of fast. For a country, it's very good. Otherwise, how the GDP up? How else could China become the world's second largest economy in a short time? How could people's living quality improve? My parents, in the last 30 years, every year is better than the previous year. I think because China's economy is developing at a high speed, so the income of individual families, the living standard is also accompanied by a high-speed rise. And Indonesia's economy is relatively flat, so everyone's life is also relatively flat. But for individuals, it depends on what kind of life you want, right? If you're strong enough to endure the hardship, the struggles, the fast pace, and you can earn enough money in China to support the life that you want, at least to buy an apartment, which is very expensive in China. If you can, China is a very good place for ambitious people. A lot of young people become millionaires every single day. There are stories of wealth creation everywhere. You can go for it, but if you want to balance your work and life, it's difficult. As an ordinary young person in China, you have to work super hard, or you will soon to be left. But in Indonesia, I can find balance, but at least in these few years, I feel very balanced. Everything is just right. My husband and I have long-term family goals and we're working on them. And I think the pace is just fine. Okay, next is the social media in China, the public one, not my personal friend circle. I feel people only accept black and white in these years. I mean, either good or bad. There are no gray areas. There is no critical thinking. Yeah. Thoughts and opinions are extreme, bipolar. For example, if you love China, you shouldn't go abroad. Like Chinese should use Huawei instead of Apple. If you use Apple, means you don't like your country. Of course, those are personal choices. I respect everyone's choices, but sometimes I just feel a little bit suffocated by what people say on the internet in China. I feel people are super stressful that they release their anger in the internet. I'd say I have much better mental condition. I have much better mental state. In Indonesia, I am more soft-hearted. I am more relaxed. I'm more open-minded. Yeah, I can enjoy the beauty of the life. Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah. Do I talk too much? Am I gonna get attacked by the Chinese people? It's okay if you wanna attack me, if that can make you feel better.